Hello everyone, this is Shargaas coming to you once again after a long break because of a lot of bugs on the LoL replay system, which fortunately soon enough is not going to be much of a problem since Riot has already announced that they are going to release their own official replay system, which means much more content on YouTube for you guys and for me to make. And just to talk about the game. So I'm coming to you now with a game of a top lane Nasus. Started to play Nasus again ever since he got his new season 3 buffs. I don't know if everyone knows this, but Nasus has been given a great deal of buffs in season 3 just recently. And amongst these things is changes to the siphoning strike, the Q, mana cost, and various things. This game is not it's not ranked, and there hasn't been a lot of special things in here. There's a lot of mistakes and a lot of nice decisions made by me and teams generally. It's very, very
30 seconds until
normal. I'm already making my first mistake of the game in this part already. Very noobish of me, but yeah, I'm gonna horribly die. Partly, I think, to a game bug of the Volibear Q. If you're gonna notice very hard, I'm flashing before he uses that Q, but oh well, I'm dying nonetheless. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway, setting this very crappy death aside, let's talk a little bit about the runes, masteries, and summoner spells that I've picked. For runes, I'm using flat armor penetration red. It's not like flat, whatever. Armor penetration red, movement speed quintesses, flat armor yellow, magic resist per level blues, and yeah, that's it. Masteries I run 9, 21, 0. Obviously in the 9, getting all the way up to the armor penetration points, and important thing about the 21 defense points is taking all the crowd control reduction points, including of course the slows and all these kind of things, because the problem with Nasus as a champion is the fact that he doesn't have a lot of any kind of escape methods. I mean, he has a very sick W slow, so it can help him in a lot of situations offensively, especially, but hard, very, very hard in terms of running. So it is extremely important to reduce the amount of stuns and slows that you just gain from whatever it is that's going to happen to you. So that's with that. And I know that the standard opener of summoner spells on the top lane for most champions would be Flash Ignite, but part of the reason to take Exhaust is that on many occasions and many times that you use your cooldown reduction items, a lot of times you can just combo with like W to slow them insanely. They try to run, you catch up to them, you use your Exhaust, continue with all your hitting and just trading with them, whatever, trying to kill them, and just your W is going to be up again, and then you can just perma-slow them like crazy. They can't move, and that's a really great way to lock down a champion and just take him out. So I prefer usually to use that instead of Ignite, because he's not really a champion that can like pull or get champions towards him in order to counter whatever it is. Now, another important thing that I really want to talk about, since we're already at this stage of the game, thought I'd get to this sooner, but opening items and the importance of warding, the importance of this specific build that I've been doing right now. I've been a little skeptic about it before for several times, but I start top lane usually these days with 2 wards, 9 health potions, and in case if it's like a mana user champion, I take like a mana potion. It adds up to like 8 or 9 health potions with 1 mana potion and 2 wards. And you can look at this right now. Volibear is spending so much time in my lane just doing nothing, you know, he's level 2. He's so under-leveled, and I know he's there. And it's all because of this build, you know. On a regular occasion, I would just like try to farm and stack up my Q like insanely, but this, like, I'm not feeling even the need to do that, because I just know that they're trying to bait me out. And yeah, they kind of gave themselves away at this point also by throwing this lamp. Pretty unorthodox pick to play Thresh top. I kind of know it's different, that's for sure. But the good thing about these opening items is that you can just sustain yourself so well. I mean, Nasus is by far, regardless of the potions, one of the best sustainable champs in the top solo lane, because his passive, it's like a free vampiric scepter. You don't even have to buy that. Buying that would be such an overkill. But nonetheless, you know, it's very good. You can just get any kind of trade and still just crap on anyone. And here, this is exactly what happens. You just need to be very patient when you're getting behind. You know, that first death, which also went as a kill to Thresh, obviously puts me in a disadvantage in this lane. But you know, as Nasus, you have to remember it's a champion you don't want to engage early against anyone, basically. Very few champions you would like to engage against in a top lane as Nasus, because the whole point of Nasus is scaling off his Q, just last hitting and last hitting and last hitting, and that's something that is very hard for many people to actually not only like perform, but you know, a lot of people get very bored of playing Nasus because, you know, it's like a huge farm fest. There's nothing to do besides farm all day long. But I don't know, I just really love the idea of farming so freaking much that like at the 20-30 minute mark, it's just, you make so freaking much damage, it's insane. Like, there's nothing that anyone can do to you. And so yeah, first trip back after a kill. I have like already like 1,300 gold or something. I buy boots, and just the meta these days is always revolving around HP. So I just buy the Giant's Belt. It gives me so much sustainability. I'm so freaking harder to kill. There's barely anything the Thresh can do to me at this point in terms of like, I still have potions. I have my passive. There's literally not a lot that he can do at this point. I have a decent amount of damage. I have plus, as you can see, like plus 60 scale damage on my Q at this point. He just threw his ultimate away just from a single aggression combo, and it didn't do that much damage to me neither. So yeah, right now I know that he's vulnerable, and that because of his ultimate being down, I'm popping all my potions. I'm popping the mana potion in a sec too, I think, and I'm telling myself, whatever, I'm gonna go gung-ho all over his face, because I still got my ulti. I can like increase my HP very drastically, and I do that, and unfortunately I don't really get the kill because he pushes me back and uses flash as well, which I didn't really notice that he still had. But whatever, you know, I'm pushing him back at this point, which as an Nasus, it's pretty freaking amazing, you know, especially like against the melee range champion like Thresh, you know, who's like, he's pounding at me like every second that he gets the chance, but my sustain is so high he can't do anything, and at this point I'm passing him in the CS count, which is also like, it's pretty impressive because he had such a great start and he pushed me so hard. He had his jungler giving pressure, and I'm pushing his minions all over to his tower, and his tower is denying those creeps. And I see Katarina coming in, so obviously I am going back to base, going back to my tower. I don't want to get caught. And anyway, I'm going to just fast forward this a little bit because I've been getting a lot of feedbacks from my previous commentary of Draven. A lot of people said that it just had been a little bit weary, and yeah, just dragged on for a little bit and too much, or whatever you want to call it. So just gonna pass a little bit of the boring stuff. Obviously, one of the most important things, last hitting. And another thing that I want to talk about, and the reason that I'm slowing it down here, is just I want to talk about how you move move as a champion. Not necessarily Nasus, but how you move with any kind of champion that you want to play. Because that's such a key thing in terms of gameplay in this game. You can dodge skill shots. You can just, I mean, there's an advanced way of reading how to move, but you know, it seems like very obvious, and a lot of people would say, you know, Shargaas, there's not a lot that you can really say to make us not know this. I mean, you just move, but no, it's not taken for granted. When you move, it's important you move all the time. You don't stand still. You always move left and right. Take very sharp turns all the time when you play, because that way it's easier for you to avoid skill shots, especially like the pull from Thresh, and it's just overall gives you so much openings and different variations to counter the gameplay of your other counterpart. And there goes a gank. And this is another point that I want to talk about, is knowing when to pull out from a very sticky situation like this. I mean, we started out as tower diving with Xin, and all of a sudden we just had this teleport from Katarina. Volibear is charging in on all fours like crazy, and you know, I saw that Xin managed to flash and get away, and I just said, I'm getting the hell away from this party, because staying just 2 seconds longer would be such a bad decision and bad gameplay. So I'm flashing the moment that I can spare and just getting the hell out. I mean, lucky for me, it was when Katarina was just making her ult, so she was just standing still. She wasn't chasing me or anything, but that could have been a very sticky situation. And here comes my mid laner, and we're basically just, yeah, I lost the word, whatever. We're surrounding him, and basically he has no place to go. I mean, he can't go back into his lane. He is forced to go back into my turret, which basically results in his death. It's very simple. So yeah, it's that's like another point that whatever it was important for me to say.
Rampage.
So always remember, I know it's hard to always click like crazy, click like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and sometimes it is very easy to read it because it's very repetitive, but just try to make it in circles and change. You know, it would be a good idea to actually, I don't know, do it counterclockwise and then clockwise and just switch it up a little bit, and that way you won't be able to like get movement predicted by your counter champion. So that's in terms of movement speed. Not movement speed, but how you move as a champion. Anyways, I get home after killing Thresh under our tower. I get Sheen. Basically the most must item basically as a Nasus, because the proc of the extra damage is on hit by the Q.
Rampage.
It gives you such a huge burst of I'm gonna take it back a little bit because I've been a little bit ahead of myself, sorry. Gives you such an insane amount of bursts on a champion, and Xin is coming on from behind. I'm pinging, telling him, come on, let's dark dive. I got my ulti. The box can't do anything at this point besides like try to, you know, deny me from getting away from turn range, but you know, just staying inside of it and pounding him away like crazy. It's not like the I mean, I'm not meaning to this in any way Thresh or anything, but obviously it's not like the best or most solid kind of top lane choice. So whatever, I get back home after doing all of this. I have a lot of money and I'm contemplating what I'm gonna buy, so I'm thinking to myself, more HP, more HP, more HP. I'm going towards the Spirit's Visage and need cooldown reduction, so I'm working on that and just basically getting up my my Q more and more and more. At this stage I already have like almost plus 250, and again at this point with the Sheen, every Q hit that I do is almost an instant minion kill. So you can see on fast forward, it's just bam, 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 bam. Now, in terms of team fights, okay, this is important. Don't do what I'm doing at this point. I'm like, there's been a team fight from my team, which has been just really bad focus all around, and they have all been like below 50 HP on the enemy team from all members, and I'm being just incredibly stupid, telling myself, fuck it, I have my ultimate, I'm just gonna get in there, just gonna pop it all, make like insane AoE damage on everyone around me, gonna kill Thresh really quickly because he's like the lowest, and I'm going gung-ho style. And gung-ho style means like you're going completely kamikaze on 4 or 5 enemy champions, and that is freaking bad. Don't do that, okay? This is a normal game, so I'm like allowing myself to test it out. You know, the ultimate has an extra range on auto attacks and on casting range and a lot of stuff. So yeah, whatever, I was pretty certain I could do like a little bit of changes in the whole thing, and whatever, it didn't work out. So it's obviously it wasn't very calculated by myself, and it's not something that you should do. At this point, I'm just gonna put it on manual at this point and move like, by myself. I'm catching them without even knowing. We don't have vision at this place, but Volibear is so low, and all of a sudden we see they're doing Baron, and I'm just going in, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna do my ulti, I'm gonna pound away on everyone because my team is gonna like see what the hell they're doing to Baron, and I got this extra range, and I get the shutdown, I get a triple kill. We're trying to chase Thresh, but we get, I think, pushed back. Yeah, I get pushed back. I almost had the slow on. Could have been a kill pretty easy, but doesn't happen anyway. So whatever. Let's just continue on and focus on what's going on. As a top laner champion, I'm not gonna focus too much on the rest. I'm gonna get to this point in a few minutes while I'm denying this kill on Alistar. This is something that is a little bit hard to notice, but it's very critical that you notice, especially in terms of warding around the map at these stages of the game. How the enemy is reacting to where your positioning around the map is. Wait a second, there's a team fight. I actually get killed in this fight. Tried to catch Katarina, but I couldn't. I did rape the crap out of Misfortune because of my lifesteal, but I'm gonna get ganked behind from like whatever Volibear and Katarina, and it's gonna be the death of me, but at least I got the 80 carry out, which is the most important objective at this point of the game and the team fight, so that's what I'm trying to do most of the time. Just bad positioning. This is the whole point of what happened in here, the only bad thing basically. So the thing I want to talk about, that I started talking about in terms of behavior from enemy champions over warding, is you're gonna see this right now, because it's gonna happen around this area. We got a ward here. They put a pink ward. Yeah, it's their Alistar, I think. No, Alistar is ours, actually. It's my bad. Anyways, they're gonna put a ward right here in these brushes, and we got a ward. I think we're putting a ward around this area, and we have vision. And around the 27-minute mark, I think this happened. I'm gonna just fast forward to this a little bit and see when it happens. Meantime, it's just back and forth team fights. And let's talk about the team fight for a little bit. I slow Katarina and actually use the exhaust on her to get her like away from the fight and the damage. Still managed to kill not a lot that we could do, but it was a fair trade of 2 versus 2. Sorry if I didn't give like the best vision of this, but anyway, in a minute the thing that I wanted to talk about is going to arrive, and it's right here. Enemy team has vision at this ward, and here Leona is coming to ward, and I'm gonna come towards this area. This is warded also, and she's taking down our pink. So basically they have Baron vision, and this is a classic situation in which I could have, me and Alistair, which is joining me here, could have died, but just by a little bit of awareness, I told him what to do and get back, and I saw Leona is coming in here, and I see Thresh is coming in, and I think to myself, okay, there's a ward in this brush. It's gonna be a very big mistake to try and stay in here because they're gonna gang up on us. And I tell Alistair, no, fuck this shit. Let's get back. Just don't stay there. Don't make them see you, because if you will, we are going to die like crazy. And anyway, that prevented a very nice, like, not nice, but a very critical way to die in here. Anyway, I come from behind. There's a very good displacement. I start off with Thresh because he is making a lot of damage as well, but switch my focus to Misfortune and make the exhaust on her just to take down her damage, and pound, 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 and you're dead. You can't do crap. And we chase this volley bear. Alistair is being very smart and just surrounding him from the other side. Push him back. Bam, knockup. I give the slow. Nobody is running away from this insane, most game-changing slow. I come in, pound in for the last hit, which is very important in champions and in the big minions, as Drake, as Baron, as cannon minions, or whatever you want to call it, because they give actually double the 80 scale effect of the Q.
Purple team's turret has
But
been destroyed.
honestly, at this point, unless they go 1v5 on me, there's not a lot that they can do against me. I already get home. I am working on a Triforce. I have Spirit Visage, which basically I'm not good at calculations or whatever, but I have at this point 20% lifesteal just from my passive, plus 15%, and look, I just talked about this, and whoop, I get caught like a noob. So, whatever, I die here, which is like basically one of the greatest losses in this situation, but unless I get caught like this, which was done just because I tried to actually ward the Drake area, and I get here, and bam, just... That's the crapness of warding in this game. This can happen to literally anyone. It happens in championships, happens to all supports everywhere, and fortunately enough, just a bad initiation from the enemy team. And it enabled us to get Volibear early, and Twitch is just doing 3 damage. Getting a lot of damage back, but nonetheless, he just ultied spray and pray on everyone. And that managed to get everyone in a line, just kicking their asses big time. So, whatever. Farming. I have literally almost like plus 400 on my Q. Yeah, almost 400. And I tell them, let's contest Dragon. And we do get to do that. Just that. Leona gets caught. Just running in to collide with Singed, who's obviously catching everyone. Ice slow, fresh, bam, pound. Just, yeah, they can't do anything. I killed Volibear. We destroy the inhibitor. Maybe we could have taken the game at this point, but whatever, you know, the timers, I wasn't sure about it, and I told the team, let's rush and do Drake and do Baron, and then we can just finish the game. So, Drake is very easy at this point with my Q being so freaking high. Same goes for Dragon. It was pretty risky because they already spawned, but Twitch said, don't worry, worst case scenario, I have Expunge, and that's exactly what happens. They jump and just bam off the Baron, and they try to initiate to get us countered in a sense. I just ulti myself. Every bang Q that I get is giving me so much lifesteal back. Volibear tries to protect Misfortune but dies in the process because I don't know why would he do that, because Misfortune is so low. By the time she gets to base, she's not going to be able to do anything. That's basically it for this commentary. I hope that I helped you out, guys, and I hope you like the new Nasus better. Sorry that I didn't get to go through all the buffs that he did, but I had just way too many subjects to talk about. I'll try to get back with something new soon enough on a different lane or some shorts, and I'll see you again next time. Hope you enjoyed.